Alright, so we got Book 3, Chapter 10, The Voice of Saruman. Now, obviously, after Merry and Pippin have their little conversation with Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas about, what happened, their journey with the Ents, Gandalf comes back and says he's now going to, call out Saruman. But he tells them, well, first, Gimli, he's like, I don't want everybody to go up and see him. Because he might not want to appear before so many people. And, of course, Gimli is like, I want to go because I want to see if Saruman truly indeed looks like you. And he says, Gandalf tells him, Saruman could look like Gandalf in Gimli's eyes if that was Saruman's purpose for him. Because Saruman is a master of illusion. Gandalf also tells him to be aware of his voice, because he can be very persuasive. As Tolkien wrote, Saruman's voice was not hypnotic, but persuasive. Those who listened to him were not in danger of falling into a trance, but of agreeing with his arguments while fully awake. It was always open to one to reject, by free will and reason, both his voice while speaking and its after impressions. Saruman corrupted the reasoning powers. Obviously, Saruman, like Gandalf, is a higher being than all of them. But anyway, they go up to the stairs to go. Gandalf calls them out. Of course, Theoden's there, Eomer's there, Gimli and Legolas and Aragorn are there. Merry and Pippin aren't invited, and they kind of tag along. And so they start, having like a little back and forth with Saruman. And, Theoden tries to get, or Saruman tries to get Theoden to come up into the tower and talk with them, even Gandalf, I believe. And, he's like, shall we have peace, you and I? And Theoden's like, we'll have peace when you hang, when you pay for what you've done. Then maybe we'll have peace. And of course, then Gandalf tries to get Saruman to kind of give up and come out and try to come back to their side. And Saruman's like, okay, I'll do that when you give me the rods of the 5 wizards, the crowns of 7 kings, the keys of Barad-dûr. You do all those things? Yeah, maybe I'll come out. Of course, Saruman is a liar. So would he really do that? Probably not. Like I said, he tries to get Gandalf to come up there into the tower, and Gandalf refuses. He's like, well, you'll probably, because maybe Saruman will try to kill him. Which, of course, he wouldn't be able to now, because Gandalf is more powerful than him. Saruman has been cast down from the Order. He's no longer part of the wizards anymore. And of course, as you know, if you've seen the movies, especially the extended edition, Gandalf breaks Saruman's staff. And so, no, Saruman will not be helping them. He will not come back to the light. He is a lost cause at this point. Now, in the extended version of The Return of the King, which they moved this to, he died. Wormtongue kills him, and then Wormtongue gets shot by Legolas, and all happens right here. That is not how that happens in this book. They leave Saruman to be watched over by the Ents. So Treebeard has to basically be Saruman's jailer. And of course, as they are leaving, a stone gets thrown out of the tower. And, Gandalf's like, yeah, this is probably not something that Saruman would have wanted to be thrown away. And of course, Pippin tries to pick it up, but Gandalf immediately takes it from him. I'm sure Gandalf probably knows at this point what this is that was thrown at them. And in the next chapter, of course, we'll learn more about what this object is. It's just this round globe. And I would not doubt that Wormtongue pays for throwing that. I'm sure Saruman beats the crap out of him for that. But, yeah. Anyway, that is the voice of Saruman. Like I said, next chapter is... we'll learn more about this stone that was thrown, and this will end Book 3. So, one more chapter left of that part, then we get to the next part. So, stay tuned. I will have that coming for you here real soon.